Yeah, session.
Cool.
I had them nipples out, baby.
Sun's out.
Right.
Hey, that's what's up.
Kids were yelling at me. Turn your shirt off.
Look at James Winston wanted to kill.
He would have grabbed him. James Winston, the black Donald Trump.
He
He grabbed him right by the
put that in. He just a young Bill.
All right, let me run it in so we can get this on the tape. Let me record. Okay, 3, 2, 1. All power to the people. It's the Bruh Listen Podcast, the black podcast focusing on social political issues and how they affect our community. With your hosts, Bria Ward, Cedric Owens, Matt Smiley, and Anthony Rogers. Bruh Listen. Bruh Nation, what's good? We back at it again. Episode number what? What number is it?
75?
16, yeah, I wish it was 75. We'll take a day off. Episode number 16. Right before we came on here, if you was on the YouTube live, we appreciate everybody listening on the watching on the YouTube live. You would have heard us talking about how James Winston is the black Donald Trump. So that's what's up. Bria don't even like that I said that. You don't think James Winston black Donald Trump?
We
We was just talking
He
about
the young Bill Cosby.
it.
That's not the same thing.
That nigga black Donald Trump, bro. Straight up. But nah, man, we appreciate everybody coming back, man, and checking us out again. We feeling good. Y'all feeling good? Everybody?
Alright.
Tank said he alright. So.
Alright.
And once he get half that bottle down, he'll be good
Give
again.
me a minute.
He'll be straight. But yeah, man, this week, man, we coming at y'all. We gonna talk about the black family structure. I know it's something that Bria been wanting to talk about. She suggested it. I couldn't talk. Tank brought it up.
I ain't bringing this shit up.
Oh, goodness.
I don't
Okay.
care
All
about
right,
it.
it's okay.
Well, y'all
All
got
right.
random text.
We off the rails. Intern Bud, what you doing? Where's the script? Nah, that's all good though. But we're gonna talk about black family structure, man, and like what you think the proper black family structure is, and do you think that the black family structure today, modernly, is being upheld the way it should for us to prosper? So who wanna start out? Who wanna get started? Because I always just pick somebody. Who wanna
Ding.
do your thing.
I started.
Start it off, cuz.
Alright, tell you what's wrong with these black families.
Which one?
Which one? Yeah.
But nah, I think, see, I think the black family structure, in my opinion, should be, who's the head of the household. Somebody got to be the king, right? And then you get help from your queen, right? And I think when you have a queen running the household, and the man is not really what do you say?
The king?
The
head?
They're gonna see the pussy ass nigga out there gonna throw that word out there that I hate. That toxic masculinity. What faggot came up with that shit? Oh, and they're supposed to say
Get back on the families now.
Toxic
Get back on the families now.
I don't know, because when you say that a man should be it and it shouldn't be a woman, and that's what everybody has
So
a
you
problem
saying you
with.
think that a man should be
Man got to be the
of
lead.
the family
Man got to
structure?
lead the right way, right path to go, and the woman helps him, guides him along that path.
That's cool.
But you got to have a man running the household, because I'm working for a bitch now, and I want to kill her. The only thing that stops me is because I might go to jail.
Get back to your family now. Get back to your family now. Leave your job alone now.
Bud.
Hot mic.
It's time Bud over there trying to figure out stuff to flag on the play. He done completely gave up on Bud. Come check out Flag on the Play every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Yeah, man. Okay, so Matt, what you think the family structure? What you think, man? Tank said the man run it and the woman help out.
Well,
Help him guide him through it.
speaking about families in general, what I think has become a problem in present times is that society has made it to where we focus so much on the individual. It's so much about how many people I can get to like me, follow me, how big of a star I can get to be. That people have diminished the relationship, because family is that one relationship that you can't end. You can divorce somebody, you can break up with somebody. You can't end, family bonds. And at the point where we started to say, you know what's important is you as the individual. How big of a star are you? How much of a success are you? to the detriment of how good are we as a family, it's reflected in society. That's why there is this ever-growing gap of the haves and the have-nots, because as people start to have more, they hoard more and not share. I'm not no communist. I'm not a socialist.
Sound like
I'm a
one,
socialist.
Yeah, I might
Sound
sound
like a
like
communist.
one, but what I'm really saying is nobody can climb to the top of the mountain by themselves, right? And if you're not gonna pay the goat herder his fair share for helping you get up there, you're not gonna stay up there.
Well, pay him something.
That's all I'm saying.
That's all I'm
You ain't
saying.
got to give everybody the
Give
same
him some
check.
kind of money.
Don't pay him like a boss if he's not the boss.
That's
So make
it.
sure he got a check.
That's it.
Well, I agree with Tank that the family structure should be, of course, the male and the woman, and then, of course, the kids. But I feel like for Black families specifically, I feel like having the male there in the house is like detrimental, especially for Black men, like when they're younger. I don't think that a Black woman can give them everything they need, and they're always gonna feel like they have like a part of them that's missing unless they have a male in their life to show them what it's supposed to be like. So I agree that it needs to be like the family needs to be whole in order for it to prosper.
A woman can't raise a Black man to know everything that he should know, or to be a man. And a man can't
Just like-
raise a
yeah.
It's just a missing balance.
Yeah.
When you don't have both sides to compare and contrast against, when you only got one source of information on this is how I should be, you're gonna get a skew one way or the other. You're gonna be super feminine, or you're gonna be super masculine.
And I think that's something that's plaguing the Black community right now anyway, is identity. Like most niggas just don't know who they are, where they came from, or how they're supposed to be. And so they're just doing what they see on TV and they're following these stereotypes and there's no direction for it.
I seen a video of a young nigga slap the shit out of me. That nigga had to be like 15 or something like that. He was like 15. And nigga just, I don't know what the female was doing or whatever, must have did something he didn't like. And he just whop, whop, whop. I'm thinking this nigga can't have a dad in the house.
Yeah.
Ain't no way, it's a male figure. He had to be raised by bitches, excuse my man.
Intern Bud just told me this. Children in a single parent family by race. I don't care about all the other ones, so we just gonna talk about the Black ones.
Mm-hmm.
As of 2000,
Context.
yeah, okay, I will give you context then. So Black families in 2016, when this was taken, single family, like just one parent homes, is 6,281,000, which is 66%. So more than half the Black homes are single family. Now, a little context. Non-white Hispanics, so they white people. I hate when they write it like that. It's dude, I hate that. I hate that. That's
not Spanish.
That's a bit. If you think about the relish in this, that's a Bill Clinton thing, though. By the way, y'all, Bill Clinton came up with the non-white Hispanic thing or whatever. No, but you hate. Like
what?
All Democratic shit.
No,
Anyways, white families is 8,766,000, which is 24%.
Can I tell you how that skewed? Let me tell you how that skewed for you. Got some more?
You know what the smallest one is though?
What?
Asians.
That tiny population.
Yeah, only
Let me
16%.
tell you how that skewed because they say because the
Thanks, bud.
statistics of not being a Black father, that shit gets skewed because there's a lot of single parent homes, but that don't mean that the father is not in the child's life. Just because it's a single parent don't mean that just because the child lives with mom don't mean that the dad
Right.
is not there.
That
That
chart,
kind of throws it off.
that chart is just showing homes where the father is not in the home based on the census.
What about stepdaddies?
Yeah, I think that would count.
Are they covering
Like,
stepdaddies?
That would count. That would
So
count.
like,
Yeah, because this is based on the census, and like when they take the census, does the father of the child, a father of the child, live in the house? And that's still a high, 66% too high. That's too high, bro. But do you think that? Matt just said stepdaddy, so that was what I was gonna ask you guys. Do you think that you can be a single mom or a single dad and then have somebody be the other role that come in that's not the mother or the father?
Depending on how responsible you is in picking who you fuck.
Nah, that ain't what I mean like
What are
that.
you talking
I
about?
don't mean necessarily just the
The next
stepdad.
man up.
I just mean like it could be the granddad, it could be the uncle, it could be whoever. Do you like
See, I
it's
think,
not the same?
well, there's a difference in having a force present in your life at all times.
Right.
It's one thing to know that every day I come home, it's gonna be some grown man checking for how I did in school today versus, well, on the weekends my daddy gonna come and if I'm being bad, real bad at some point during the week, they might call them. But if it's an average day, typical bad, barely bad, it's not gonna be no consequences. Or it's just gonna be, oh, I did something extreme. Now they're gonna call granddaddy to come around here and check me.
But I think that having a different role model or somebody else that's there, that says, hey, your dad's not in the home, but I'm gonna, bring you to your uncle's house so we can mentor you. I think that's better than having nobody at all.
You gotta have somebody.
Something
Yeah,
needs
you
to
gotta have
happen.
somebody. You gotta have somebody. I don't know, man. I think that one thing that has to be addressed with the black family thing, with that 66% or whatever, right? Because even in 2016, I still think it's a fallout of this that I'm about to mention. I think something has to be said about the crack generation, man. That junk really, I think it really messed up the black family or whatever. Like, people don't really give it enough credit for how bad it messed up black family structure. I bet if you look up if you can see how many double parent black homes it was in the 60s and 70s. Because I bet if you look up back in the day, I bet it wasn't like that.
A lot of people would say that a lot of my what they call hotel niggas, salute, would say that it started in like the 60s.
No. The hotel. He shouting out the hotels. He shouting out now we ain't no hotel.
Dr. Umar.
Shout out, yeah, hotel. It's a type of woke nigga, but
Tell me something.
Tank fuck with y'all. I don't. I'm straight.
I fuck with
I'm straight, y'all hotel. Y'all from West Africa, not East, but go ahead. Do your thing, run your thing.
I don't need that caveat.
It's a whole nother
But,
show.
They would say, a lot of them was gonna say that it started in the 60s when with the HUD and the Section 8 things, and it wasn't just that it was enforced. It was that if you want to, they fucking with poor people and poor black people. You got a baby, and they say if you want to get this money and you want to get this rent free, then it cannot be a man in the house. What kind of bullshit is that? They made sure they enforced it like you cannot have a man in there.
That kind of makes sense because if you got a man in your house,
He need to pay the bills. What kind of
man you got?
But I'm just saying, when you throw that out there, but I pay for this, I pay for this, it gives you an incentive to not fuck with the nigga. If
Or
the nigga
so
you
you
said-
said can get you a house.
But you right, but you said I see what Matt's saying because it's like saying
I
like you
see both
said
sides.
these women like because what they trying to say with the HUD thing is like, are you like willingly like you trying to say they willingly not gonna mess with a dude so that they can get the free HUD house?
I mean,
Because you know they still gonna mess with the dude. The dude's still there. He just leaving when the inspection
do it in
time.
the house or do it outside of the house.
But
How many treating black people like crap? So I mean, if you want to they throwing out the bones.
But how many women kicking out their good husband with a good job for?
No,
right.
We ain't talking about them.
This only for the ratchet
I gotta be like, take on this one. We ain't talking about them.
The HUD voucher, to me, what that goes to is more what I was saying earlier, this sense of, as an individual, independence, self-reliance to the extreme. To where, okay, ain't no man here, I'm fine, I got a voucher that's gonna help me support this, I make enough to pay for them to have that, and then I can do what I want. You saying the crack epidemic thing, I think it had to do with this feminism, the rise of the
Oh, that's another
individual,
What?
you know, the super strong black woman,
Yeah, I don't think it got something to do with feminism. I'm gonna get right back to that, man. Let me just give these statistics because intern Bud on point today. So in the 50s, today, when he not googling topics for a flag on the plate, yeah, and he showed up 3 minutes early, bro nation. He on point. In the 50s, 78% of black homes had both parents married couple, both parents. 60s it was 74. 70s it was 68, and then the crack epidemic in the 80s it went down to 50. The 90s it was 50 again, and then 48 and 91. So it's been going down ever since.
But if you look at like average earnings too, because you got to think there was a time in this country where one working parent
Could afford it.
a
Now,
whole household.
and I agree with you 100%, and that's a whole nother show we need to have about how the freaking wage don't reflect the rent. It's not even close. If your rent, the average rent in Jacksonville right now is like $700 or whatever, right? But the average salary is like $600. So you $100 short off gate. It's just. I don't know. Y'all need to vote. Yeah. Y'all need to vote. But I want to get back to what Matt just said about feminism because that was going to be my point. I think a lot of this has to do with feminism. And I know it's some feminist that's my friend on Facebook that's probably about to defriend me now. But I think that junk is detrimental to women in general, bro. Because I think what
Ain't
happens.
detrimental to white women.
No, you don't
It helps
think
them.
so?
No,
Well, you right, because they already got privilege
But see,
set
the
up.
niggas got the thought that what the white women is doing, that involves them, so they be all with it, and they don't understand white women just talking about white women.
That's my thing about black feminists. Why you want to follow behind the white women? Like what they ever got you?
I'm not really sure what y'all saying right now. I'm not so.
So what he's saying is,
but no, my question is this: it works for white women. To what end? That it doesn't work for black women.
Yeah.
Because they still get favorable positions over black women.
Well, even if they
Over
weren't
black
feminist,
people.
even if they weren't feminists.
Or whatever. I mean, it's
well,
like
I was gonna say it's because it is. The white people come from privilege in the first place. Black people don't come from privilege. I'm not saying all black people poor. I'm talking about privilege in general. So, like, you have the privilege to be like, I'm an independent woman, and da 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 da. When you're a white woman, and you can do that, and people like, oh, I'm a woman, hear me roar, burn your bras and shit like that or whatever, right? And then when you're a black woman and you do it or whatever, it seems like it's good, but they, like Tank said, they already shitting on you anyway.
Are you talking about Oprah?
No, I'm not. See, but you can't
you have
point out
it,
just
and-
one.
No, because what I'm saying is, they're in any group. There's gonna be women who feel like I don't need a man.
But you think Oprah feminist?
or there's gonna be women who say I seek to be equal with a man. But that's gonna happen in any population.
I don't think either one of those are a feminist, real true point of view. They may say that, but I don't think that's what they really.
Because they're women. What they say and what they mean.
No. Whoa. Wait a minute. They pull this thing. I don't feel like when I run into feminists or whatever, I feel like feminism has evolved into this thing where it's about bashing men. It ain't got nothing to do with like empowering women anymore. You don't think so?
I don't think that's too extreme, bro. My experience is, goddamn it,
What's your experience with feminists, bro?
They bash men that they don't share their pussy or they don't know.
See what I'm saying? So clearly, you know a feminist.
That's what they do.
I'm gonna tell you
Fuck them
something.
on.
Hey, I would say he is 85% accurate on the shade thing. He is 100% accurate on the bash man thing.
Holding like the shade.
Ellen
It was
DeGeneres.
nice.
I'm about
Seriously,
serious though.
No, this is serious.
I don't think the shade thing matters. I think you're right. I am agreeing with you. But I don't think that matters to your
Are
point.
there any non-shaken, non-feminists?
Yes,
I've
there
heard
are.
some very
But they need to
individual
switch
choice.
sides.
I've met some very hairy, unfeminist.
And they need to switch sides.
And most of the feminists is dykes. Most of them, they
be what?
they dykes because they don't even fuck with niggas.
You
no more,
are
or
just
whatever.
not
The
helping
hardcore feminist is.
It's true.
Bananas?
It's all right. You're not helping my point though.
I ain't trying to
Stuff you
I'm just
bring
saying the
up-
truth.
No, but I asked you to help my point.
These
Now, all
hairy
this-
dykes
all this-
that don't like niggas. That's a feminist. They're big hairy dykes that don't like niggas. Alright, that's what it is.
Take you out of your show.
all the stuff you bring up is irrelevant
Alright, well go
to
ahead.
what I was saying.
Full mic free.
That's it.
Finish your point, my nigga.
What I was saying was,
Black feminists.
I just think that feminism, it's just like when women hear the INDEP, it's the same thing. They feel like I can absorb myself from a man. Like I don't need a man. I don't need nothing to do with a man because men are negative. That's what I feel like the feminist movement do. And when you put that plight on men, then even if a man is trying to be there, they get pushed away, I think, some of the time or whatever. Like in a situation where you may not be, like you say, the dude may not be in the home or whatever, right? I just watched a video today on Facebook. The dude and the chick, they not together, but they both trying to co-parent and raise this daughter, but the woman giving him a hard time about just getting his baby. He filming the video, he like, I gotta film you when I pick up my daughter, cause you always stir up some stuff. I just want to get my baby
Well,
in the season.
that's personal shit with a bitch.
That's just a poor choice in
I don't think that bitch ain't got nothing. That bitch ain't got nothing to do with feminism. That's
You don't think so?
that's just an insecure hurt bitch by this nigga, and that's the power that
But you don't
she
think
have.
you don't
over
think that constantly hearing that you don't need a man adds to that attitude?
Not that bitch.
Is the dude a sorry dude?
I don't know. It's
Right.
Facebook.
No, that's he probably not. He probably not a sorry dude, but it's just that's the power. See, this is what happens when you have a baby with the wrong bitch, with a ratchet bitch. Now she has that power over you if you really want to be involved in the child life and not fuck with her. So in order to fuck with the baby, it's like you gotta fuck with her, or you're gonna run into situations like that where you're gonna be like,
That's
"No,
trash.
you ain't getting your baby," or even if she do get your baby, you gonna have to go through bullshit just to see the baby because she still feel like, why he ain't fucking with me?
You shouldn't.
Cause you trash, bitch.
You shouldn't. Go ahead, Bria. I'm sorry.
Fix it, Bria.
Fix it. Oh yeah, you coming back to the pod? You supposed to save it? I fucked it up last week.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, you thought I ain't hear y'all outside? Rain it out. Rain it out. Side talk. Put y'all niggas in a circle after this. Go ahead, Bria.
I think that the whole I'm the independent woman thing is is going too far. I think that when you're talking about independence and you're able to, and you're stable and you're able to sustain yourself and provide for yourself, that's one thing. But I don't think you have to completely discount needing a man in your life. I still think that in order for families to have a good structure and for kids to grow up and be successful, that they need to have both in their life. And I think that sometimes feminism does go too far in the bashing men. I don't think that you should bash men. We all have to coexist and live with each other. So I just don't.
If you're heterosexual, you need a man. I just don't understand. I just don't understand. I don't get it. Like if you heterosexual, you need a man.
You need the
If
right.
you unless you want to be asexual,
Now
He's
we're
the
talking.
right.
right?
No, because just having to have
Yeah.
is worthless.
Yeah.
And I
Oh,
think
Tank, by the way, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, I gotta get this in. By the way, intern Bud just told me only 12% of feminists are lesbian. Don't even respond. Don't even respond.
Oh, I
Shut
got
up.
it. Take all that.
Just
So you want to believe that?
Hey, I want Matt to finish his point.
But you
Go
know,
ahead.
you know why I would believe that? Because a woman saying that I'm strong and powerful and capable isn't saying a man isn't or a man can't control me. All she's doing is asserting her claim.
Very true. Very true.
Right.
Very
Me
true.
saying that I'm the best stage player at this table don't mean y'all can't play. It don't mean that.
You just said
it
it
may
best.
not even be true.
Right.
But I take that ass to the woodshed.
When we say that
You know
it's the
what?
best podcast on the internet, that means that though. So that's real.
Well, pull up the facts.
It's all relative.
We're the number one podcast.
But you know, I just want to play devil's advocate real quick before we get off of this or whatever. So a woman that's maybe listening to this show, that's raising her kid by herself, that don't have a dude or whatever, and feel like she don't need a dude and she's doing a damn good job, what would y'all say to her? Like, what would y'all say to her to convince her that there needs to be a male influence in her kid's life?
What, you want us to convince a bitch like that or something? But ain't no convincing nobody like that. She
Not if you call her a bitch off the first
No,
part of the conversation. You ain't doing it.
hey, that's how I talk. Now, if I see her personally, then I know her personally, I wouldn't call her a bitch.
Okay.
But for all general purposes, if this bitch is like that, you can't tell her nothing about how she raising her son because she been doing it by herself without whoever the fuck nigga that she decided to let skeet at her irresponsibly and make the baby or whatever. So she's been doing it by herself, doing a good job. You can't tell her nothing. She's not gonna listen to no advice.
Especially if
You
your
talking
kids got all straight A's and they go to school.
yeah, if your kids doing good, it is because there is instances where the kids doing good, but if the kids is fucking up,
I would say,
what you gonna say, man?
any single parent, keep your eyes open, because stepdaddies and stepmommies are real things.
Yeah,
And at the point when you find somebody who aligns with your values, don't be afraid to take that chance.
And that's what I think it's about, like what we said earlier, it's about the right man. Like
Right.
just look, sorry.
No, you
She just needs to wait for the right person to come along that's gonna add to her life and not take away. Like I don't think she can never be she can
Don't
be
make the same
convinced.
mistake
Right.
twice.
It just needs to be the right person that comes in and benefits her life and her child's life for the better.
I'm gonna
She
put
can
more.
be convinced.
I'm gonna put more responsibility on the women because men, goddamn it, we the fuck. We had this.
anything.
This was off of bro listening, but we'll
Bro,
talk.
listen after dog.
Look, I don't even know if I want to put this out there.
Say
You
it.
don't?
I didn't say it. It was your co-host over here was like,
You mean Matt?
I ain't even put that out there.
Yeah, because
Say it. Oh, I ain't embarrassing nothing. I said
Oh,
say
yeah,
it. Say it.
Cuz said if Riri body is been dead, if it ain't been longer than 5 minutes, he might still fuck.
I think I did say that. I don't recall if I said that or whatever. But I think I did say
Nah.
that.
Brianna?
Yeah, man.
Isn't that a dead body? Doesn't matter who they are.
It don't matter.
No, it do
I
matter.
just wanted to clarify who was
It do matter.
No,
FYI, that's a crime. That's a crime.
I'm not
Never
no.
tell- Yeah. Not if it's the end of the world and it's zombies.
I'm not gonna fuck anything.
Sound
about
good.
it. But if it's Riri and she just passed away, boy,
Ooh, that's creepy.
who's gonna be
But-
hard turn?
What are you talking about?
I'm glad you
Why
brought
are we
that up.
talking about
But
it?
no, I'm glad you brought that up because it's a good point. Because here's
Yeah,
my
thank
good
you.
point.
Please make
Give
it
him a
work.
point. Give him a point.
Because what the point Tank trying to make is niggas ain't shit. And when it comes to who they pick and who they fucking.
That's not
But the
And they
women
gonna
have
do it.
but women have to be better than us because we got this thing called semen that's constant.
Wow.
Our nuts are constantly making semen, constantly making something that we got to get rid of. You know, if you don't jack off for doing that, you might get pancreatic cancer, not pancreatic, prostate cancer.
It's a reason that at this table we don't have 15 kids.
Yeah,
Because we done made enough choices with all this semen.
no. The only reason I ain't got 15 kids because I ain't
You made good choices with your semen?
I don't know why. I'm just proud
Are
my
you
kids
making
still working. I ain't got no bumps on
Are
it.
you making the same choices?
What?
And you making the same choices you would have made 10 years ago?
I'm married now, sir.
See what I'm saying? Right.
I could have fucked
Maybe not,
up.
Malik. You got him just busting. Bam.
No. But see, this one point, man.
What it is there earlier, try your bust. Bam.
Bomb. This one point, man.
She cute.
Bomb. I'm a responsible nigga.
Now.
All right. Now,
Okay. Okay.
I've always been responsible with my dick though. But it's a lot of niggas that just not or whatever. I mean,
That's
the
what I'm talking
women.
to,
The women. It's more on the
The
women.
regular ones.
Yeah, it's more on the women to pick a nigga that. Because the dick.
No,
The dick.
y'all are reckless with the sex. Women are sometimes reckless with that.
You
The
can't,
dick is on in
you
you.
can't be the head of the household and then be like, baby, this is important. I want you to handle this.
You
No,
can't do
you
that.
gotta. No, I kill him.
Kill him.
I
Kill
kill
him.
him.
Kill
Go
him.
ahead.
Now, you should be more responsible with what you put inside of your body, right? All right, well, that's your health. That's your personal health. You should be more concerned with what goes inside of you.
And you should be
So
more
that-
concerned of what you go inside of.
No, not necessarily. I can put my finger in a lot of pussy and ain't nothing gonna happen.
Do you put your pee in the garbage disposal?
Nah, you wrong.
No,
You care about what you do with your body.
You wrong, cuz. Because what you're doing, you're double standarding.
No.
You're double. And let me tell you why.
It's something going inside.
Let me tell you why. Because Matt just said something or whatever. You can't want to be the man of the house and not be a man. If you want to be the man of the house, you have to lead. You can't say
Yes,
Hold
I
on,
do.
let me tell you. You can't deflect. You can't say I want to be the man of the house, but I'm gonna look
except
for
when it really
this, right? So
No,
the same thing.
what if it's hard?
The same thing can't go for a feminist. A feminist can't say I want equality, and then when I tell you at work that I'm not lifting that box for you or whatever, and you like, why I'm a girl, you can't say that. And
that's different, man.
That's the same thing.
No, you know how that's different because it got to be double standards in some stuff because that box might be too fucking heavy for a woman to lift.
If the job say something, if you sign a thing at your job and they say everybody at the job have to lift 50 pounds, man.
See,
or
what
more.
you're speaking about is the gentleman's code. Because the
Right.
average gentleman ain't gonna watch a woman struggle with a body.
Bro, they should be
Yeah,
not
right.
that.
You talking about man
That
stuff.
don't have nothing to do with her being a feminist, not being a feminist. That's different.
No.
Who
Either you want to be equal or you don't.
All
that equal shit is bullshit.
Let me tell you something.
Oh, we pushed it? I'm not lifting your box, bro. Fuck your box.
I'm the wrong box.
Right. Cool.
Real, you a goddamn lie.
Now, when you know her back, how is she out of 6 weeks?
You should have
There's
boxes.
more ways to live boxes than on my hand.
Oh, well, all right.
What about
My bad, kickbox.
Yeah, you'll smile at Cool Sanova and he'll come pick it up for you.
Oh!
And that's how they get you. You put your
Girl
girl
on the set. It's a body on the set.
Real deal, sit your ass.
He got a spot.
She gotta smile, this ugly ass nigga.
Alright.
I'm sick of you, Tim. Why are you here?
In case you need a box lifted.
I heard Real was back on the pod. He wasn't here last week.
Fuck that nigga.
But now I'm looking over here. Hey, I got a black raccoon on my couch.
Real name.
Bruh Nation, don't ever say that we're not inclusive, okay? Because I literally have a coon sitting on my couch right now. We are rehabilitating him one day at a time.
You can tell the coon's eyes from the rest of their face. He just another brother.
No, he's like a panther. You know, panthers are jaguars, but all these spots black. They just covered with black spots. They really like not just all black.
I don't know.
That's like Tim. He's a
That's
raccoon,
her
but his
blood.
whole mask over his whole face.
Tell me that a pair of this old super spotted leopard.
Yeah, look at him. Look at him.
What did you say?
I know it's true because I've heard it on Zaboomafu.
All right.
Oh, so you saying Zaboomafu ain't teach me right as a child?
I don't know what the fuck is a boomer
Now
for
you
is,
making up stuff.
but
Oh, you watch Zoomer
what is
Fool?
it? Is it animals on that?
Is that a show?
My bad.
Okay.
While I was watching Zaboomafu, Tate was trapping. Like, I know he was 12, but he was out there.
What is a
Zaboom Fool sound like a program.
It's a show that
They
used to
got
come on.
big, hairy, dyke.
It used to come on. No. Oh my God. No. It used to come on
They
that.
on Zaboom Fool. Don't it sound like it?
No.
It's not like
No.
Double
It is like
Double
Double Alive. It's a
Oh,
kid
okay.
show that teach you about like animals and stuff. It's zoology. It's the Kraft brothers, and they tell you about
Oh,
animals.
okay.
And they had a legal. Anyway, whatever, man. But that being said, man,
Black families.
That means
yeah, that being
We
said,
need
man.
better ones.
Yeah, we
Good
need
ones,
better.
strong ones.
But don't forget that it take a village, man.
At the end of the day.
Yeah, it take a village, man. So, you know, black families and all that, it is what it is. We gotta stay strong regardless of the adversity, man. And it take a village. If you see somebody who need male guidance and you can do it, do it. That's how I feel about it.
It seems like we all turn toward the male guy. What about the woman guy?
Same thing. If you see a, yeah, same thing. Do it.
I'm not gonna say it's the same thing.
Okay.
I'm gonna say
Talk
that.
to me. Talk to me.
That's why I say equality is bullshit, because it's different for boys and girls. How you raise them.
I'm gonna say this. A household with a good, strong male in it will have good female leadership in it, because why wouldn't it? It flows down. If you're gonna be the head, and it trickle down that way.
But I think the females, they still need a female person.
You know,
like,
but
teach them
no,
about-
I'm not
That's
saying
not what
I'm
I'm saying.
not
Okay.
saying they don't need a female.
Oh, okay.
What I'm saying is,
The
if
structure
you
will still be-
if you have a good male
Mhm.
who you're gonna likely attract a good female. See, right now we have so many mixed signals in society about what a good female is. These
Mm.
booties don't count. They're nice, but it's a luxury.
Looks
Okay?
don't matter at
You don't
all.
need-
To be honest with you.
What?
Oh,
Let
man.
me tell you something.
They shouldn't matter.
They shouldn't.
They
That's what I'm saying.
They shouldn't
You
have.
said ass no matter what?
But beauty's in the eye of the beholder.
Beauty
So-
is an out of the hole.
Yeah,
It's
So
relative.
it's not to say that the whole world has to think your
Come
mate
on,
is
man.
attractive.
Ain't
But
nobody out
you
here
is.
thirsty for precious.
Somebody, precious.
But somebody's
Precious
trying
had
to
a baby and
precious.
she got married.
Somebody
That nigga
trying
like
to.
Brushy got money.
Bruh.
That bitch walking down murder.
Bruh, you don't know that. People like that type of chicks.
Man,
different.
It was this bitch like that walking down murder.
And they got a
Right.
man. And they got a man. And they got a man.
Yeah, but you want to know what they look like?
What they man?
Yeah,
It don't matter what
they
they man look like.
Yeah, it doesn't
They got a man.
But I'm saying,
They
that's
don't.
not,
You ain't got to fuck them.
let's not act like talking about beauty is in the eye of the hole. It depends on how much money you got and
No,
that.
No, that's not
That's
true.
what it is.
Beauty's
Sometimes
in
I
the
look
eye.
back there, I'm not
Come
gonna
on,
lie.
man.
It doesn't matter.
Then
Come on,
Then
man.
why do people break up with people who have money?
Well, because they can get their money.
Oh,
Well, they already got
because
money.
everybody out here chasing chicks.
No,
No, not everybody. It's
Exactly.
different.
Either
Most
they-
people ain't.
Either,
Yeah,
no.
Most people ain't
I'll
going
answer
to
your question. You just asked a question. Why do people break up with people with money? The reason why is because they either already got that amount of money or close to it, or they can get that person's money. Otherwise, they're not breaking up with that bitch. Or nigga.
Police.
Not,
Nah, you
that
people
shit's not
who cheat
happening.
on people.
Then broke people.
Well, that happened
Then
because
broke
that's
people-
that happened because that's
Poor people
emotional.
wouldn't have
But
no
they're not
kids.
just gonna leave them.
Okay, intern Bud just gave me this or whatever.
It better be
61% of men and women think their lives would be better if they were more attractive. 64% of people said their appearance has helped them gain assistance from a stranger, and
Of course.
62% said it has gotten them better service in the store. Almost half of the people we polled even believe that being better looking would help them get a promotion, and 47% said, huh?
You know what?
Are
You
you
know
guys
what?
all models?
They think that because they not that. Everybody
Appearance
thinks the
gets you
grass
somewhere.
on the other side is so green.
You know what though? I do think that there is a such thing as like beauty privilege. Like if you look better, you get better shit.
Yes.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that I agree with that. So,
But money, this is where the money thing goes. If you have money, that counterbalance, that throws everything off. Because a lot of the niggas that wouldn't fuck Precious would fuck with her now because she's in a position of.
See, my thing about that is,
I'm sorry, Precious.
Pretty
I don't mean to use you like the.
I don't know
prototype.
what you ain't use.
Oh, we gonna be all
Precious is a
character
character.
with Precious.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, Precious. Okay,
Precious
calm.
is a character.
Good. Now,
That's
bitch,
not
bitch,
real
Just
person.
raising kids by themselves.
But my thing about that is the only reason why I can't support that cause is because I don't want to be contradictory or whatever. We just sat here and said niggas fuck anything, and then now you trying to say that
No, no.
that Precious can't
not
get it because
shit.
she's
No, see.
Yeah, come on.
No,
Because
you
Precious was in
trying to say you talking about fucking and talking about, hey, this my bitch, everybody. And you just walk on
Okay,
the bar.
so you talking about old
That's
lady.
what I'm talking about.
All right. Well,
You know, Precious can get it. I'm on this goddamn single.
But see, it's those kind of spots that lead. But see, it's the reckless choices that lead to these single parent households where you got the family baby mama to come pick your kids up.
Yo,
Y'all better get off of that.
I just want to put out the bro nation that Bud is sitting on the couch looking like a disgusted white daddy when his son just couldn't hit the ball at a baseball game. He's so sick of tank shit.
Just came in my
His
email.
2 weeks is coming.
I just got it.
I ain't never seen Bud look like that in all my years of being his whole friend. He's like, oh, you wildin'. Like, God. Shout out to HaHa Davis. Come on the pod, man. But regardless, though, if you precious and you ugly and you got a man, y'all raise that kid, man. Get that thing right.
Yeah,
So
man.
I do all if I say that I don't really support feminism as a woman.
No.
I wasn't surprised. Feminism is bullshit. You ain't no bullshit nigga. Salute.
That's a good point.
Complimenting
That is a
yourself.
good compliment.
Yeah.
But you know what, man? Your values of what you've displayed to me so far in our friendship, you don't come off as a feminist. To me, feminists act a certain way and do certain things or whatever. I argue with a lot of them on Facebook, so I know.
I think the real hardcore feminists are feminists because some nigga in their life done fuck with them and violated them in a certain way and they just hate niggas. The real feminists, like a lot of them don't, but a lot of them just hate niggas.
What you
hate
think?
men.
Is that where misogynist come from? That a woman has treated them really badly and now they don't respect women and treat them?
No, they just don't respect women off real because nobody instilled the value of respecting women in them. Same thing with feminists.
Yeah, it goes like way back.
Same thing with
It used to
feminists.
be property.
It's deeper than rap.
But it's still property and some.
Would you say that? Who would y'all say that was a feminist that's not like extreme? Would you say Angela Rye was a feminist or Oprah? Angela Rye is the light skinned chick from
I know
CNN.
Angela Rye
She really
and
good.
let me shut up. Angela Rye, I
You
don't think
think
she's a
she a
hardcore
feminist?
feminist.
No. I ain't saying hardcore. I'm saying a feminist. Like
Roseanne Barr?
if the extreme hardcore feminist is the people that screaming we hate men and blah 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 blah, who is the median? Who is the
I don't know, man.
Ellen DeGeneres is probably.
And what is she?
She's in
Somebody tell me what she is.
Oh my God.
She 12%.
No, we're not gonna keep arguing about these percentages. Y'all gonna try to make me feel like 12% is some big number.
I don't know if Ellen DeGeneres is a feminist though. She more.
Whoopi Goldberg.
Whoopi Goldberg is definitely
Whoopi
a feminist.
Goldberg.
For sure.
And she's not extreme.
For sure.
Wanda Sykes, I feel like that's another one.
The chick who
Boy,
started-
I know Whoopi Goldberg pussy hairy than a motherfucker.
You fuck Whoopi?
No, I know that pussy hairy. You can look at tell that pussy
You don't know that
hairy.
though. Whoopi
And her underarms, she don't shave her underarms.
man. Why? Cause she got dread?
No, because of the way she dressed.
Boy, you stereotype.
I know. You see the way she dressed? She don't shave her arms.
That's a.
She wear pantsuits, Cedric. Pantsuits.
What the fuck she know?
Yes, she do.
Boy, have you seen
You
her
don't
on
know
the
she
view?
she
Yes,
wear
she
pantsuits
never
and
wear no
jackets.
fucking pantsuit.
What she wear?
You ain't gonna find a picture of this bitch. Bud.
But if I Whoopi Goldberg in a pantsuit, man.
Hey, boy.
We need to stay.
Hey, boy. That's gonna be 1977. This bitch was in a pantsuit.
It's gonna be yesterday.
Oh my God.
Bro, what did you talking?
It's gonna be her going to the store yesterday.
Wait. Y'all think Whoopi Goldberg ain't never eat no pussy?
I ain't got nothing to do with that. I'm talking about do she wear pantsuits?
That don't even make you a
Did she
lesbian.
say she was a... What are we talking
That
about?
don't even make
It
you a
don't make
lesbian.
you-
I heard
Listen,
that.
I don't know what the
That
hell
don't
make
make you a lesbian.
What?
It don't make you a lesbian.
It just means you done some things.
Yeah.
Whoa, now we got a whole nother topic, brother.
We don't gotta talk about it.
Oh, we gotta talk about this.
It don't make you a lesbian.
If
bro.
you eat pussy, that'll make you lesbian.
No.
If you suck dick, that'll make you gay.
Yeah.
Whoa, it's a pause. Oh, that was a pause.
I think it's a different
That's how
mentality.
the
though.
industry.
Now, that got to go with society structure.
We off the rails.
Well, it might be, but that's a
Yeah, let's
different.
get out them bushes.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
embarrassing in the
What we said we gonna talk about for the second part?
We in the modern world.
I'm about to say, We freestyling like a motherfucker right
Now,
now.
you can't pick and choose what you got double standards for. If you think that this is different than for men and this is different for women, I mean, you can't say everything is equal and then on the side have double standards for shit.
There's a difference.
I got double standards for that's just my thing. And we are equal but not the same. So it's going to be double standards. It's just how
Men and women are people. Or
men and
what?
women. That's what I'm talking about. Or whatever. We're equal as in our abilities
We're not.
as humans or whatever to do certain shit, but it's certain shit women better than men, just naturally, just genetically.
Right.
And there's certain things men better than women in just genetically. We'll talk about Serena Williams or whatever. She can't beat the best male tennis,
Yo, it discouraged me from that
Fade
face.
to black.
No, I'm going to this. I'm going to.
Oh, yeah, you're right. No,
That's
right.
right. And that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you're right.
Perception.
She ain't beating
Yes,
Roger
that's what I'm
Federer. She
saying.
ain't beating
And
Roger
that
Federer.
shows
You're right.
that even though they're both the top tennis players, it's a difference between men and women or whatever. You know, can't get around that.
She'll beat
Don't
Novak
imagine
Djokovic.
Right. I think one thing too is, unlike when we talk about equal rights for people, men and women not being equal isn't negative by nature, right?
Yes.
Because I
Yeah.
wouldn't want my dad to be as sensitive as my mother.
You know what? You're right about that, man. I'm glad you brought that up, but I think that's part of the problem. I think people think that when I say a woman ain't equal to a man, because I don't believe that. I don't think that women are equal to men, but I don't mean it in a detrimental way.
Right.
But I think society has framed it to where when you say that, it's
That
wrong.
negative connotation.
Right. I can't have a baby, dog. Like, I've seen a woman have a baby. That's some gangster shit. Cool. But also, I think that there's a bunch of stuff that I can do that a woman can't do. Or whatever.
So there's
So,
certain things I wouldn't want my woman to
do
do.
right. For sure.
Baby, you come get this box. That ain't gonna work.
It's just too sensitive. I just don't understand why you just can't be in your place and live your life. I think people just do too much.
Well, you know, James Winston said,
James, your place.
be in your place.
No, I'm saying a man.
I thought she
Oh.
A man be where a man supposed to be, and a woman be where a woman supposed to be. Now, you know, James Winston said that last year or two when he was talking at Boys and Girls Club or whatever, and he said, men, y'all go out there, y'all be strong, y'all be leaders, y'all lead y'all household, and he said, women, y'all respect the men's, and y'all be, you know, I forgot what the word is, I want to miss it. Quiet, he said, y'all.
No. He said, women be quiet for a second. Girls be quiet for a second. I want to hear from my fellas. That's what happened.
Okay.
Let me hear you be strong.
Okay.
Which, if we
Yeah,
talking about,
They trashed him for that.
they murdered him. And
Yeah.
at the end of the day, as a country, we want strong.
And you know what? And you know what's funny about that?
He told the girls to be quiet.
Yeah,
girls can't be strong.
And
That's what we was saying.
now come back around to this
Yeah,
week
exactly.
when they was talking about James Winston doing his best Donald Trump and grabbing pussies and shit.
It was a tit.
When it was a tit, they said crotch on the report.
I heard it was a breast.
Well, regardless of what he grabbed,
Two hands.
yeah, regardless of what he grabbed or whatever. When I was listening to Bud, what's the name of that show in the morning that don't get ratings and not better than Flag in the Play?
Get up.
The Get Up. When I was listening to the Get Up, Michelle Beadle, who I used to like until I heard her say this, and I'm not trying to be a James Winston apologist, but I feel like this is off base.
Fuck that. You don't need no caveat. What
But
that
listen,
bitch said.
she said that James Winston don't like women, and he has a reputation of mistreating women because of what happened with him in college when he got falsely accused for rape, and because he told those little girls to be quiet. Clearly, he don't have respect for women. I thought that's wrong, bro. That's not true. First of all, just because a woman accused you of sexual assault and then you get exonerated from it, you didn't do it, or whatever, that don't mean you hate women, bro. Go ahead, man. You didn't do it.
You know what? I know dudes that do respect women don't run into these kind of problems.
Now, see, that's what she was saying.
That's all I'm saying is, you know what? It's certain things. If that's not true for you, you don't have the problems that come with that.
pattern.
If right,
Yeah.
patterns, certain
Now, see,
habits,
James did fuck himself by
but the girl-
coming out and apologizing for it happening. Well, he did it then, bro.
But it's like anything when you get into the he said, she said stuff, it's always gonna be
That's
hard.
what I said.
It's hard to
That's
come
what I
out
said.
of it. But the telling the young ladies to be quiet so he could speak to the men, I felt like that is a mark against him. That shouldn't be a mark. That's that whole
Well, they said
we're
that-
chasing too much equality.
Yeah, they said that he not being equal to the women. He should have talked to them all and told them all to be strong.
See, you should have asked him to leave the room.
He was just like, what's that bitch name? Beetle. This is
Michelle
bitch.
Beadle.
Look, Midgets and like other ones that's in the media and shit, I don't think they know what's really a disrespectful man to a woman.
Anything they don't
Because
like.
Jameis Winston, he's just an average cornball ass nigga, man. I mean,
It's anything they don't like.
Tallahassee or whatever. I would have slapped shit out of Jameis. Yeah, I mean, I'm
He's
not
a
saying,
little
not saying that.
Yeah, I was like, he about 6'5", bro.
I'm not saying shit, man. You know, I ain't saying that's
He is a
bad.
Florida
thing.
State nigga though, you right.
Yeah, I ain't saying that's a bad thing. I mean, I think Jameis Winston is a good nigga or whatever, but they don't know.
I do agree with
They
you.
don't know like
I don't
the
overall
spectrum of
No.
Jameis Winston. All right, me and
Who's your boy from the Panthers? They ended up with the Cowboys, and now he MMA.
Greg Hardy.
Greg Hardy.
Knock
He
his
ain't
ass
no, he ain't no Greg Hardy.
Yeah, Greg Hardy's not a good dude.
He is not a good dude.
Yeah.
I'm saying
He's
I
not a good
respect.
dude.
He
Jameis
was
Winston and Greg Hardy.
There's so
should not
many
be in the
instances
same
I
boat.
could be considered way worse than any of that shit Jameis Winston did. All of us here.
Don't
be
confess.
or whatever. No, I'm just saying as they would see as disrespectful to women.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like the whole like, oh, you should have addressed the boys and the girls at the same time thing. That's kind of silly,
I
man.
think people are just-
Y'all need to chill out.
definitely overly sensitive.
But you know, it's just like these white people that call, like the white lady who called the police on the people barbecuing, and the white lady who called the police on the little girl selling water. Like they feel like whatever they feel like is a problem at that time is super important or whatever. And Shorty, who called the police on the little girl who was selling water on the street, she got a whole bunch of heat for the shit, and now she's lost her affiliate for her dispensary because she was running a weed dispensary across the street from where the little girl was selling water. And she called the police, and now everybody like, well, don't support it. And then the dispensary pulled out, and she went on TV crying,
Good.
like she a victim or
That's
something.
what they do.
That's what
Hashtag
white tea.
Yeah,
I'm
white
saying,
tea.
wait a minute, Bria about to say something profound. Say it, Bria. What? That's what them white bitches do.
Say it, Bria. Say it.
I say it for you.
That's what they do. I'm not gonna call them that, but that's what they
That's
do.
what the
That's
white
what they
people
always
do.
do. They
That'll-
got that whole dancing in the stress thing.
Why y'all doing that, white people? Stop calling the police on niggas that's not doing nothing.
Let me tell you something too. Police ain't this remedy for every situation.
Yeah, bro.
They're not the
Usually
universal solver.
problem.
And every police is
White people
not
think they
every
are.
police is not the I'm gonna come shoot a nigga police. There's a lot of
That's
these
what they be hoping for.
That's what they hope.
They
I'm not
hope
saying,
for.
that
but
kind
with what's been shown on TV lately and the way Trump got them feeling, they do think every police
They
like
know
that.
as soon as they, oh my god.
They
It's
feel
way-
like
they
I'm
hope
white, this a nigga. If I say I'm a victim or I'm in trouble, bam,
They
what you
know.
say, cuz? You see him? Bam.
They don't know. It's
Way
way
too much. Oh.
it's way more good cops than it is.
It's not.
Well, not good cops. Well, it's way more rational cops than it is the fucked up ones that
It's
just
not.
want to shoot a nigga.
It's not.
Come on, intern bud.
Oh,
They go a new one hot off the presses. Cleveland neighbors called the cop on this little black boy for mistakenly mowing their lawn.
And the cop that came was a rational cop.
Yeah, the cop, yeah.
He was like, man, just cut the camera out. I don't want to do all this on camera. He did say cut the camera out, but that's just because he didn't want him to be.
It ain't that deep.
He didn't want it to go
Yeah,
viral
yeah,
and
yeah.
shit. But he was a nice little cop or whatever. Most of these motherfuckers is rational, they or whatever, and they call them cops thinking it's going to be goddamn
Tamir
Rambo.
Rice again. They think it's Tamir
It's
Rice.
gonna be that shit.
Because somebody called the police on Tamir Rice. Some white person called the police on a 12-year-old little boy playing in the park by himself with a freaking plastic orange
Oh
water
my God.
gun.
He
It was
a
orange.
child.
And they called the police on him, and the police showed up and shot him. So when white people see that, they think they can reciprocate
But
it.
you know what's sickening about that is what they're really doing is saying, I have a problem, but I want somebody else to get their hands dirty.
Damn right. Ain't no white person gonna come out to you and
Damn it,
step
man, boy,
you.
you hit the
That
nail
was-
You
on the
ain't
head.
lying. You right.
That's-
Cause ain't no because they soft, right? They soft. Ain't no white person who got a problem with anything you doing gonna directly come up to you. You know what? Just like when you at the job and somebody and you do something and they think, oh, what the fuck? I'm not gonna tell. And they do that walk.
You're not gonna put that in the box, bro?
What the hell?
I don't think that.
I'll be back. Yeah, exactly. Like they don't have that type of spirit. They don't have that heart. Just like when they came over here and they colonized over the Native Americans, they wasn't gonna build no houses they sell. They was like, go get me some niggas. Free labor. They lazy and
But you
scared.
know, the other thing is, it's just a matter of, at some point, if you feel like somebody is disrespecting you or standing on your rights, if you can't stand up for yourself, if you always feel like you got to call in somebody to be your hero, you're gonna always be a loser.
Well, they do have the advantage of going through life and growing up and knowing that the whole system and everything is for you. Like the
And
American,
that's what they think when
the
they down
judges,
around
the
911.
criminal system, the police, all of that is for you, and the rest of them niggas just get in
Said
and
no
fit in.
meth addict ever.
But then I kind of agree with Tank. When no white people be calling the police, they think like the cops are here to serve me, not you. But see, that's what I was saying when we were talking about patriotism. And I'm not saying any of y'all need to change your views. I'm just saying I feel like white people feel like this they country, that's they flag, it's they anthem, it's they shit, and we just some niggas
Y'all
that's
listen to
up.
me.
But I really feel
So y'all
like
need to be regulated.
I really feel like that part of white society is dying out.
It is.
I
No,
feel
I
like-
agree with
I
that.
feel
I agree with that.
I feel like time is getting us closer
Yeah.
because again, none of us are gonna leave the show today worried about getting lynched.
No,
You
give
know
us
what
about 30 more years. All the motherfuckers be dead.
I wish, well, I be hoping I run into a cracker like that. But like, where you
No,
going?
no,
Nigga,
you
boy?
won't. No,
But
you
you
don't.
I
You
never.
know what
If he gonna be like that, you gotta run your own.
I'm not scared of white people like that.
Okay.
I think that I could take at least 3 of them.
What if it's
Not
twins?
anymore.
Ten.
Now, if
Yeah, what if it's twins?
it's 4,
What if
it's a
it's the
stretch.
right two?
If it's well, see, most of the time, if it's the right 2, they not on some shit.
They coming for your
You know why you'll never run
Mark
into
Payne.
that? You know why you'll never run into that, bro? Because of what Matt just said, bro. They soft.
scared.
They scary. They ain't never gonna call police. Just
It's
like
two that's ready to string you up right
the
now.
first time I got called a nigga by a white
But
person,
you're not
right?
gonna be where they at for the most part.
And that's true.
When they in the string 'em up move.
That's it, exactly. And the first time I got called a nigga by a white person.
What you
I
got
was-
called a nigga?
Yeah, by a white person. I was
I never
walking.
been
Hold
called
up.
a nigga.
I was 9 years old.
Oh, yes, I was.
Yo, check this out. I'm walking home by a white
You're
person.
living right.
Oh wow.
You're walking home.
I'm saying, you've been calling me by a white person. No.
Never. I mean, Gene at Walmart, that pussy
Nah,
cracker.
Fuck you.
He called me a
Fuck
nigga,
you,
but it
Gene.
was like when he was walking away and under his breath.
Yeah.
That's how it happened.
Yeah.
You do the same.
I never, he never like, you fucking nigga.
Again, he can't do it to your face.
Yeah, I never been called a nigga to my face.
They drove by. I'm 9 years old, sitting outside, man, in the middle. They ride by in the truck, shouted. So y'all at least 16.
That shit don't count.
Yeah,
Pussy ass
but
cracker.
see, but
That's the same.
But
That's what we're talking
yeah.
about. But now, my situation, I'm walking home on you. From the elementary school carnival
Yeah.
at SP, walking back to any house or whatever. Truck drive past full of white people, they throw a soda on me. Nigger.
That's a prank. That's a prank. That's different. That wasn't racist. That was a prank.
I'm like, what?
They really tried you. Huh? Chase that truck.
Right.
Oh, tell Cool was in there. That was him. He was in there. What's the dude from Dave Chappelle show that was the black dude who was blind?
Clayton bitch.
That's Tim. Tim, your new name, Clayton Bixby. Bud, please go change the name to Clayton Bixby in the thread.
Please don't judge me.
Hey, now wait a minute. So I didn't want to confirm this, but it never happened to me or whatever. But has a white person ever just been like straight up like, what the fuck you doing, nigga? Like, I'm not gonna
Like,
say
not
that.
unless they was drunk.
I'm never expecting that.
I'm not gonna smile
I don't think
dude.
that's ever
Yeah, you gotta be drunk to do that shit.
Yeah,
I
I,
Yeah,
was
like,
that.
I don't know.
I got you.
I expect if it would have happened to me, it would have happened when I was like from the age of a baby to like 10.
Maybe so, yeah. But you know what though? White people, here's when white people decide they're gonna call a black person a nigga. Like you'll be at a party or whatever, and this college shit, so Bree, you probably well know you went to an all black college. But you too, man.
Shout
But
out to the HBC.
yeah, HBCU,
Man.
shout out in the house. But when you in college, right, you at a party, right, and it's a frat party or whatever. Yeah, bro, we're so happy you're here, man. Here's a keg, bro. Da da da. Like something escalate or something between you and the other person, and that white dude be drunk. He be like, you know what? You're just a fucking nigger. That's when they say that shit. And then all the other white people be so scared. They like, oh, my God, what the fuck?
Them go words. Hey, them go words.
You ain't as a black dude at that point, you ain't gotta do nothing.
You
Because he
know.
damaged himself.
Because most white people ain't trying to
Yeah,
call nobody.
yo, you don't say that in public. They told him at the Klan meeting later on, yo, you fucked up. You say the password in public.
I don't
House rules. House rules.
See, I don't put that much power into the word of, because when somebody says something and it has an emotional effect on you, or more so than it does on them, that means that they have power over you to get that kind of emotion out of you. So when they say the word nigga, even if a cracker they could walk up to my face and say, call me a nigga, it wouldn't be the fact that he called what he called me. It would be the fact that you disrespecting me, that you
Right,
saying fighting behind.
So,
So it's not the
Like
fact
that,
that
say it's go time.
yeah, it ain't the fact that you call me. I don't give a fuck about you calling me a nigga. Like if a cracker's listening to rap And he was like, yeah, that's my nigga. I feel kind of uncomfortable. I just let him know, but I'm not just gonna want to whoop his ass or nothing or whatever because
I really don't even care.
I don't even give a fuck either.
At the point that he would walk up and call you a nigga, it would seem like we can't talk about this anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't
Like,
seem to be in the
it's
talking
the
mood.
way-
Oh, you ready to throw your hands?
You're gonna say to me that what I have to say don't matter no more.
You done pulled the whole hood off.
Because
Exactly.
he would be like,
They don't
when
cover
he
no
walk
more.
and be like, you know, pussy ass nigga. Well, you know what? We're not here to talk no
That's
more.
right. You're right.
I gotta whoop your ass.
Because if a black dude walk up to you and be like, what's up, pussy ass nigga? You go ahead and whoop your ass.
Ain't
So
got
next
nothing-
time
So you
try
don't want
it,
to talk no more is what you're saying.
That's right. It don't matter. It's about the intentions behind the verbiage, not the verbiage. Because it don't matter. Because a nigga walk up to you with that, you gotta handle business, bro.
I love the word nigga, goddamn it.
I enjoy it.
One of
too.
the reasons I love it is because white people don't want that. White
Make
people,
them
white people try to tell us.
uncomfortable.
This is my thing that tripped me out. White people try to say you shouldn't say nigga. Well, what the fuck you gonna tell me
Right.
what not to say, bitch? You
Yo, I will say this though. I gotta say this because you said that. That is one of my pet peeves in life with white people. Don't tell me I shouldn't say nigga. Shut the fuck
Don't tell me
up.
that I should
Like,
say anything. Don't tell me
you don't.
anything
Yeah,
about
you
what I
don't.
should say.
You don't have the right to tell me what I can say
Nothing.
or whatever. I don't even like when black people tell me not to say nigga, but I damn sure don't like when white
I
people.
always
say
ask a nigga when you tell me not when when the nigga tell me not to say nigga, I say, all right, well what do you call yourself? All right, and
I call myself black.
Well, I be like, all right, well, whatever you decide to call yourself, it wasn't a nigga in the room when that was decided. That's acceptable for you to be called.
You in your choice.
All right,
Right.
So whatever you do,
You're right. When we went from color to black to
Negro.
African American to Negro, no nigga decided that. It was like,
You heard it
what
in
we
there
calling
voting.
these niggas today?
what we gonna call you?
It's just like with Bud when we was reading that stat earlier when it say non-Hispanic whites,
They
right?
ain't asked for that.
So they asked for that, but you know what the government did do? They was like, we taking this census, and there's too many white people coming up because these light-skinned Hispanic people talking about they're white.
This is
We can't have it, so we gotta come up with another term. So now to be white, you have to be non-Hispanic white. That all got to do with fucking benefits and shit like that or whatever. So they was like, don't mix it up. So yeah, you're right about that one, cuz hell no. Like,
I like
They-
it.
they-
I like it because it makes it uncomfortable. I can say
There you
something that you can't say, and it's like,
yeah, I love it white people.
One of our small
you so
privileges.
serious.
Our small privileges.
Reparations. We got the
I
N-word.
like
We don't get
Yeah,
that. We gotta take
that's
that
it.
back.
Yo, that's it. Matt, right. That's our reparations. We can say
We can say
nigga.
the word, you can't.
That's it. But then sometimes you have those black dudes with black people like, I can't. That you just out here saying nigga, you're so disrespectful.
Oh, I'm cool with that because it's just like profanity. Everybody's got
Yeah,
profanity.
Yeah.
So you know, if you get caught up in trying to control the words coming out of other people's mouths, you gonna have a long life.
Long life. Do you think niggas is profane words?
You said what?
Not to me,
I don't. Do you
but
think
to some
niggas
niggas
profane?
it is.
I think it's contextual, kind of like you know, motherfucker.
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like that could be, you know.
What's up? What?
It depends on how you use it.
I think every word is
Depends
like
on how
that.
you use it.
Cunt, no, white people
That
hate
ain't a
cunt.
word we use. I ain't heard that in 50 years.
So black people, you just want to say it because the white people like, oh yeah. To black people, we don't even care.
We don't white people listening right now. You fucking
Cunt.
That's not part of your reparations. You don't get to use
You
that
don't
word.
get to use that one. That was
Leave it alone, Tank. That's not for us.
White people hate that shit.
What
White
do we do?
I never run into it.
It is an ugly ass word.
What the what? Like
It don't
moist.
It don't
White
even-
people don't like when you say moist. Fuck them. Like what you
When
talking
you
about?
say what?
Bruh, say moist to a white person tomorrow. You go get fired from your
That
job.
was the state.
Yeah.
It's moist.
Moist-
Tim, am I lying?
What did you
I
just
really
say?
Bud, am I
that's a
lying?
bad stereotype.
No, bro.
I ain't never read
All my white
Moist
listeners.
mean you gay.
Wait, what?
Now we making up stuff. Bub,
I'm not making that up.
Really? Google do moist make you
Real
gay.
man.
Answer that. I don't understand.
No,
how moist
How
make
does
you
moist
gay?
make you gay?
No, not moist make you gay.
No, how
Mean
moist
you
breathe?
gay.
How does moist
However
make
you
you
said
gay?
it.
How does moist make you gay?
Oh, it was started by the 5150 show, Corey Hogan. Man, was like, you moist.
Oh, you said it's like a thing that he don't nobody listen to 5150, just like don't nobody listen to this.
Hey, you I'm trying to start. You moist.
We got just as many
Urban
listeners as the 5150. We need to come up with our own
Why your
word.
booty so moist, boy?
Now, see, if you put in that context,
Oh,
I am
fuck.
playing basketball.
You ain't put it like
Just
that.
with that don't mean you funny. You could have been playing basketball.
And you would.
And you sweating.
But my ass hard and never moist.
leave it alone. Leave that moist alone. It ain't funny.
See what I'm saying? Moist is a bad word.
Let's back off of that.
Moist is way worse than
I'm
angry.
ugly. I don't like boys.
Let's get back to the N word.
That's it.
Here we go.
Fifth grade.
Cunt. I just felt like saying it again. Fuck it.
But
I bet we done got took down off of YouTube because we keep saying cunt. Episode number 16, Cutting and Cuttings.
Well, it was fun. It was lasting, folks.
I know.
We appreciate it.
Oh, we still good at it? Oh, shout out to YouTube for not taking them down, you cunts. I'm sorry.
Because it don't mean nothing to
It don't
it's
mean
a worthless
nothing,
word.
no.
It's a worthless
You know how
word.
some words make you cringe? It don't even make you cringe when you hear it or whatever.
It's a word.
It's a word. Yeah, like they tripping, man. Like, it's bananas.
We the minority, so when the majority in the country says something offensive, it make us think about it. But
I don't even
I never even seen
once I became woke, I just realized
Bruh.
not to give a fuck about.
And not only that, I don't think the word cunt has ever made a nigga uncomfortable in the history of niggas. Period.
It's like cock.
Ever.
That's not something.
Yeah,
like
like
cunt and cock. It's like that's some shit crazy.
you know what I think of when I hear cock? Dead ass, I'm not even playing it. I think of like chickens. Like dead ass, I literally think of roosters. Like,
Where
wow.
you from?
I don't know why, bro. Maybe because my grandma was old and shit, and we had chickens and shit like that.
You got the internet.
Well,
It don't mean that no more.
But am I like gamecocks, right?
Yeah.
Like dead ass, I don't know if it's because I'm country and I'm from a country. Take from the same, like, right? Don't you like roosters?
Well, because I'm from down south and I grew up listening to Miami and Pimp C, cock is pussy.
And see, that's the inverse of what I would have thought.
changer.
Right.
Oh, y'all didn't know that.
No,
Oh,
you're
you
right.
right.
You're right. You're right.
So that's
Because
cock.
Pimp C will let you know.
He'll let you know.
He'll let you know. But
Cock
see,
is pussy.
exactly. But it never meant rooster, right?
I thought I know what it means. Now I'm not naive. I do know that a big hairy cock. I know what that means. But I also
Whoa,
For
and
me-
me going off the rails.
But kill the lie. Kill the lie.
It's
all rights.
Stop.
I'm just saying.
circuit breaker.
I'm just
We
saying.
didn't have to say all that. We knew what you meant.
This
We got
is bro listening
They
out
got
the
the
dog.
Yeah, y'all got the last 30 minutes, man, bro, listen out the dog. I'm gonna name this podcast the Black Family, bro, listen out the dog. But that being said, though, I'm just saying, to me, I always think of a rooster or like the mascot from South Carolina.
Well, you
Maybe
can't
that's
clean this
just
up.
me.
Let's just go on. Well, how much
Time
time?
falls.
How much time did
We
that
almost done.
Yeah,
We done.
Yeah,
Unless you want to say something else. No.
I told you about that. You're gonna get trouble.
No. I want to use cock in its right form. The BET Award, Nicki Minaj had that cock all over the stage. Boy, that be fine in the month.
Nicki Minaj is a very beautiful woman. I agree with that. You don't like it?
You ain't see
You
the
don't
BET.
do it for me.
Well, you ain't see the
Really? What do you
BET.
think? Nicki Minaj, 1 to 10. Give me your opinion.
1 to 10.
Give me your opinion.
I don't deal with fake. Like everything on.
Hey, that's not genuine accurate bars.
That's not how she look for it.
To me, I just want to say, for me, I think Nicki Minaj, out of all the women who got plastic surgery, she looks the best with it.
I mean, yeah.
Teen.
I think she's done an awful job with it.
You think she be an awful?
I'm a proportions, brother.
Urban Dictionary for cock is.
Leave it alone.
Come on,
boy.
no,
We
Come
done-
on,
I'm good.
I'm good.
You're doing so good with the
Say it
N word.
fast.
You're doing so good. Y'all don't want to tell all these C words.
You
Yeah.
want the white person definition of black?
Yeah, give me the Webster's Dictionary of cock.
I want to know.
A male bird.
You can
The
Google it after the
Webster's
show.
Dictionary. The Webster's Dictionary.
Final
A male
thoughts.
bird.
Rita, what's your final
That's
thoughts?
a male bird.
That's
That's
what
what
cock
the
is.
dictionary defines it as.
A male bird.
Go back to the
It
video.
sounds just like that.
All right, Coley Cole.
What the fuck? This nigga take the red rooster.
It's time to go.
A domesticated male chicken.
Urban Dictionary.
How
Good
sound?
job, bud.
Take how sound?
Dang it, bud. We got parrots loose in the studio.
Nigga, I ain't no parrot.
Look at Tupac and saying,
Urban Dictionary.
Bud said did.
what Pimp C said? Since we asking.
Pimp C say, let me see that Harry Hooter hole. That's what Pimp
Yeah.
C said. I love
Okay, yeah,
Pimp C.
this, yeah.
What? You ain't gonna shit on Pimp C? That's a great song. I love Pimp C.
We ain't getting the final thought
Well,
yet,
yeah,
so then we gonna get into something that.
But we just get to the final thought.
Well,
And we cut you off because you gotta say something real stupid.
No new topic.
You done.
No.
We'll say that for
Use
brothers
all
out
your
the dog.
songs, brother.
Man, we appreciate it.
I'm gonna put it in my final thought anyway.
Okay, when you say
Yeah.
that,
You go for it. Socrates.
we appreciate everybody.
That's your final thought.
We got chickens loose.
We fighting.
That chicken wire that you sent wasn't good enough. Send us some more, please. But yeah, man, we appreciate everybody listening. Remember, man, Bruh Listen podcast streams live Saturday 6 p.m. on YouTube. Also, y'all can check us out on any of your podcast providers. Hopefully, somebody from the Jacksonville Podcast Unite is listening to this, and well, shit, by this point, no, you're not. By this point, no, you're not. But if you still, Drew, you might still be listening. So, Drew, if you or Barter, one of y'all might still be listening. If y'all still listening, man, I just want to tell y'all, man, that we appreciate y'all for inviting us out to the podcast thing. I had a good time. I learned a lot. We definitely gonna be there to support the next one, so we appreciate that and all. And also, I wanted to say that if you want to start a podcast, holla at me. Hater Bear Media, I'm here for you. A few people at the podcast convention said they wanted to do it, and we're gonna get that started. So it was real good with networking, but you can't be left in the cold, so get with your boy. But man, we gonna go ahead and get on up out of here with these final thoughts for the Blackest Podcast on the internet. Matt, go ahead with your final thought, man.
Tank
Tank ain't gonna say nothing crazy, man. Tank, don't fuck it up. Tank,
I got a real final thought.
He got a real
I got
final
a real
thought.
final thought.
Okay, yeah. He just fucking with y'all.
Okay, cool.
I bounced off of you, my nigga.
All right. You can choose your actions, but you never get to choose the consequences. Be careful with your choices.
Yeah. All right. Now,
Tank, final thought. Tank, before you say something,
No
don't
C's.
fuck this up, bro.
No C's allowed.
Just give me a good one, bro. Make somebody proud on your final thought.
100.
Okay.
100. We didn't talk about polygamy during the thing. Now, I think that everybody should have at least 2 wives. If you borrow like that, 3 or 4.
Okay.
All
I
right.
agree with that.
We didn't get a chance to talk about that. Maybe we'll have a whole episode.
We might.
polygamy.
Why not?
All right, and we'll have some way I'm gonna talk my wife into it. Ain't get that yet, but we gonna get there. All right?
The laughter is from Kendra saying no, he not,
All
y'all.
right, we talking about building community and
No new
unity.
friends.
Community and unity. That's what it's all about. Go ahead, on, Bridget.
That was not bad, Tank. Thank you, sir. Go ahead, Bria, with your final thought. Welcome back. Oh, the cops fucking. There's more than one now. Go ahead, Bria.
Okay. On the topic that we were talking about, I feel like it's really, really important for not just for Black people, but for everybody, in general. But since we're talking about Black people, for the Black family structure to get back to being important and having a man in the house, and don't let your independence take you too far to where you feel like you don't need a man and that your children don't need that man in your life. And also men to get it together and stop having sex with everybody anymore.
Preach.
We can't have that.
Yeah, you can. We can help
Yes,
you.
we can.
We try our best, man.
That's what's up. Everybody I feel like had a really damn good final thought. So I ain't gonna fuck it up. I just want to say, man, family structure is important, and we are allegedly the minority in this country. So let's stick together, man. It takes a village, man. So be a village. That's all I'm saying. Be a village. So everybody that listening to us on your podcast provider, we appreciate it. Bruh Listen podcast number 16 is in the books. Everybody on YouTube, appreciate you, man, checking us out. As we say every week, all power to the people. Peace.
Hey, man.
Nigga, laugh in.
What's that?
Shots
I want to talk about polygamy, all right?
Kill it.
Now look here now.
Kill it.